Well, hello there, racers, and welcome back to Fate in Space. Allow us to hop into the sneaky room now.
He arrives.
How goes?
That's good.
Excellent. We hop back into our race. In first place is the three of you. Fortunately, in not first place is the four of them. So, that traditionally you get back fate points the beginning of a new session, but I'm not going to do that specifically because those of you, Ryder, who have been saving your fate points, that would not be fair to you because you have 2, and some people have 0.
I've been saving it, unlike y'all.
Indeed. So,
hey, I'm saving one of mine for clutch, okay?
Grubs.
What I want to do instead is give each of you 1 fate point. Hopping back into this wonderful space race, we will start as we did last time. Technically, those that are in last place will go first, and then we will move forward, starting with our heroes, of course. So, Mr. Aldris and Nara, what say thee?
Oh, we gotta get more of those things, and I don't think I can really grab them, so I will try to move more mines out of the way.
Alright, I believe both you and Georgiana have one that is currently open, because I put GG target and open target.
I'll try to zoom in and grab it then.
Alrighty, sounds good. The usual difficulty of that is a trace. Hileto.
No.
What's surrounding mines on GG?
I think you or someone shot mines at her. So basically, when she's doing something,
I was gonna say it wasn't me.
Yeah.
You.
So if someone shoots her or does something to her in any way, shape, or form, well, yeah, she can get poked. Basically, what I'm having you do here is effectively an overcome roll. When you fail, which you did, you can either choose.
Get off.
I know, Kiri.
Sorry, she just got on my computer desk.
She's a cat. I mean, this is to be expected.
He wants the worms.
And that. So, as per usual with any overcome rolls, you can fail or you can choose to succeed at a great cost. It's up to you.
I'll just fail.
All right. Looking to Miss Nara.
Aldris tried to get the thing but missed.
Correct.
Can I try grabbing it with my bots?
Yeah, definitely.
Craft.
Yeah, craft is basically you controlling your little robots. Not great. Literally the worst you could have possibly done.
All right, we're doing great, Nara.
The same
Good
applies.
The same. Good start.
Yeah, the same applies for you. Succeeding at a cost or succeeding at a great cost. All of that is up for debate. So we can kind of decide together what that will mean for you. But as you fly towards it and reach out with your little claw, your little bots to grab this thing, both of you fail. Nara, if you wish, you can also choose to succeed at a great cost. That is entirely up to you.
I don't think I'm gonna win this, so I'm gonna focus my efforts on sabotaging everybody else.
I mean, if they don't win,
so I'm not going to succeed at great cost.
Sounds good.
But of course, it should be assumed that it was between me and the DM only.
Of course. This is something that you decided that only I heard. Nobody else heard that, of course.
You have a chance to win. What are you talking about?
I mean, you do have one collected, unlike like 4 other people.
Yeah, I mean, you won't come in third. Probably. We'll see. Alrighty. So, looking at Jumbo's Jolly Jammer, we'll have them go next. Jumbo's Jolly Jammer is going to attempt to also collect. What they're going to do is they're going to fly towards a bundle of mines. The mouth is going to hold wide open as it does, and it's going to kind of shoot this like wave, basically like discs that are going to try to like separate the mines and push them away. You need a 3, baby. That is not a 3. Do it again. Cool, there it is. So upon shooting the good stuff, the Jolly Jammer has effectively opened a target for themselves. Next up is Ryder. As they kind of push the mines away, we move over to you, Mr. Ryder.
Hello, I'm Ryder.
Hello, Ryder. X, sorry. Ryder's obviously in the crowd watching.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a dark racer, Ryder X, in a black muscle car looking vehicle.
Of course. As a reminder, you can have your co-pilot go first to help you.
Can I have the Kabuto,
try to deactivate, a few of the mines to move out of the way, and then, then I can do it?
We can very much go for that, yeah?
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll for her real quick. As you fly close to another like batch of mines, she'll attempt to effectively disarm them. As per usual, she needs to beat a 3. All right, we need to beat the 3. So let's see. When you tie, you can choose to succeed at a minor cost. I'll let you decide. It'll either be 1 shift of damage, or I will roll.
I'll do it.
Okay, the damage it is then. So with her quick work, she's able to clear one of the targets for you.
Go, Gadget. Grabby arm.
The mines kind of just slowly move away and dissipate. All right, same thing. You need to beat the 3, but you have a free invoke to help you. Well, you didn't need to use the invoke, so you no longer have any open targets. You fly by. Let's first take collected RX up to 2, because you succeeded so very much. You get a boost. I'll just say speed, because you're basically using it to fly by. Of course, that is a one-time use. You have used too many buffs, but I'll just kind of toss it at your character. My god, I need to zoom out a lot for these. Holy shit. Alrighty, but yes, Mr. Ryder, you do indeed fly by with so much success that you gain yourself a boost. You still have goo and systems on you that could at any moment mess you up, but you have 2. You just need 1 more, and then you can fly to the end.
Nice!
The crowd's off in the distance. While they're cheering, and of course the sound does not travel throughout space, there is a connection to each of your mechs and such. So whenever something great happens, you guys hear the crowd basically chimes in inside your mech, your ship, whatever you're currently in. They're like, yeah. Everyone's just like screaming and throwing shit. They're shooting off like poppers and whatnot. Everyone's getting incredibly excited.
Hey, Mel, look in the D&D chat. I'm going to send you a video thing of myself, and I'm doing that to you.
Okay.
But I thought no one knows it's you though.
No, it's like a not me, but like a little like gif of like an animated character just going meh.
Yeah, and emote doing the.
I know it's the captain anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Pull the eyelid and stick the tongue out deal.
I'm gonna go ahead and send some curse words back your way.
As you do.
Seeing that you are now in the lead, Gazorpazorp is going to look towards you, Mr. Ryder, and he will fly towards you, kind of like bop, 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 bop. The first thing they're going to do is attempt to clear up one of their markers by kind of shooting out some like goo lines, and then this giant flying space slug is going to try to like basically slap away some of the mines with some slime. That is horrendously bad.
What was the best? What are you talking about?
We'll just take that. Okay, yeah, we'll just not worry about that. And then Zork is actually going to fly towards you, Ryder, and they're going to open fire on you for damage. Go ahead and roll me.
Distracted.
Go ahead and roll me pilot. Of course, I roll when I attack. It's excellent. I roll a 5. Alrighty.
I do the free.
You're going to need it. Okay, yes. So you're taking his distracted, which brings you up to a 4, and then he's going to use some goo baby. All right, so I'm now a 7. You're now a 4. We'll say that completely takes off the goo baby. Zork Ibblewob flies towards you, Ryder, and basically shoots out this like wave of acid that you attempt to get around, but the goo on your systems kind of slow you down, and it almost seems as if the sticky substance is somehow magnetic. It kind of jumps towards your ship and deals you 3 shifts of damage.
Ouch.
Can I use boosted?
You very much can, yes.
Because then I only take 1, correct?
Correct, yes. And you are trying to dodge.
Because I don't have 1, I have to put it in mild consequences, but that clears my physical stress.
Correct. So you'll take 1 mild consequence, and then you'll clear all your physical stress, because this is 1 altercation.
Because otherwise, the 3, I would have to put into moderate, and I didn't want to do that.
Correct.
So I'm learning.
Indeed. Ibblewob thinks he does damage to you, but unfortunately your shields are basically able to block the entirety of this, and your nanomachines Rider go to work at repairing your ship. Georgiana.
All right. If I take a sticky net and fire it near the locked one, can I aim it so that it brings all the bombs to someone?
Yes, but that will of course increase the difficulty. Because you're trying to both clear the bombs and fire them at somebody?
Yeah.
If you're trying to do that in one shot, that's going to be really high difficulty.
All right. What if I fail it? Can I still catch the bombs and just send them off into space somewhere?
You'll take damage, but yeah, you can send them off somewhere else.
Trying to kill me, Hub.
Here, I'll put it this way. You'll either take damage, or we'll roll and you'll lose that much speed.
I will just fire to get them out of the way.
Okay. As per usual, that is a 3. which you did succeed on. Okay, so we're clearing up the second one?
Yeah.
All right, so now you have 2 that are open. I'll reflect that. It says GG target 2 free invokes. That means both of yours are open for grabbing, Georgiana.
Can I say that was what's his face's turn to shoot that thing?
Yeah, sure.
And then can I fly in and grab them both or no?
You can grab one at a time, yeah.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
grab one.
All right, using that +2, that brings you up to a 5, my dear. And collected GG.
Can I be
you
mean and do the surrounding mine free invoke?
You very much can, yes.
Sorry.
All right, that will bring your roll down, GG.
All right, faint point it is.
All right. Is that your last fate point?
You said you gave me one, right?
I did.
So I have one now.
So you use your almost last fate point.
I'm saving my last one for clutch.
I mean, that's very smart. Okay, you're able to swing in. Your systems give you just a moment, Georgiana, as some mines that have been trailing behind you kind of go off, but you're able to sort of barrel around them and quickly fly by and collect your second, collectible. So begins to hover around your ship. You see your last one is indeed open and ready for grabbing. Now the Starstreamer and the Flare are going to go. Well, considering you both have 2, I don't think either of them think they're going to be necessarily going anywhere, so the Flare shall go next. No, we'll make this simple. The Flare will fly towards you, Ryder, and the Starstreamer will fly towards Georgiana, because that only makes sense. All right, the Flare shoots towards you, Mr. Ryder, this chrome ball, and as it hovers towards you, clearly he hasn't collected any, and, it very much looks like they might not really care about collecting any, and they're hoping to knock you out of the race, maybe not knowing that you've actually repaired a pretty good chunk of your damage. He's going to fly towards you and basically shoot out a shockwave to attempt to not necessarily EMP your systems down, but temporarily disrupt you. You cannot dodge this with Pilot, so go ahead and just roll me the Kabuto's hack skill, which is +3.
I already have a bunch of stuff on me, so it's not affecting me. I'm accepting it, and I'm going to stare at him and be like,
You will only get 1 free invoke on this, as your systems are currently working fine, but there's a little bit of extra something going on there. And on top of that, you may now roll your Pilot, and he will open fire in an attempt to damage you, my friend. Alrighty, I will definitely be using that EMP. Bring me up to a 7.
Oh my god.
Do you wish to use a fate point, Mr. Ryder? Currently that is 6 shifts of damage.
Yeah.
So that brings you up to a 3, and that'll be 4 shifts of damage. I don't think you have anything else on you currently. No, you do not. All right. So the flare will basically stun you for but a moment, and it'll fly by you. And initially, it looks like he's going to open fire on something, but instead, the ball kind of flattens a bit, and he literally just rams into your ship and causes you to bounce off some of the surrounding mines, and they just buff at the outside of your armor. You only take 4 shifts, which I believe you're perfectly fine because you cleared up all your nonsense. Yeah, so you're good there. Excellent. All right. And the Starstreamer, we'll just have it go for you, Georgiana. They're going to go to try and chain you as well. Go ahead and roll me some Pilot to dodge. I got a 1. Not great. All right. I'm going to use one of my scene fate points. It's not going to give you a debuff, but it'll give me a buff. The Starstreamer's initial attempt to Georgiana was to hold you down. It failed, but I do indeed get a boost. And instead, they are going to basically fire the spikes rather than trying to contain you. They're just going to try to pierce you out of the sky. So once again, roll me Pilot as they shoot at you. Not bad. I will go ahead and use that boost I just gained to bring me up to a 6 versus your 5, which should be 1 shift of damage.
Mild consequence, please.
Yes, mild consequence. Well, scratched hull is moderate, so mild would be like... What's smaller than a scratch? Nicked?
I mean, space scratches are probably pretty big.
Dented.
I feel like a dent in your...
Yeah, we'll say dented.
My poor baby.
All right, your poor baby is being assaulted. Aldris, we're now back up to you and Nara, whoever wishes to go first.
Grab it.
You want me to grab it?
I'll try grabbing it. That's what I've been doing, really.
Alrighty, roll me crafts. You need to beat a 3, but you have a free +2 with the open target.
Yeah.
Which will bring you up to a 6. You beat it by 3, so you actually will gain yourself a boost. Not only do you grab this, you've collected your second. We'll just say focused. I don't know where to put it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's too many buffs and debuffs. Okay.
I
Not enough.
borrowed a mouse from my dad.
Oh.
So now I can finally see all of the the invokes.
My
Aha.
forest
It
of
looks
invokes.
a little intense.
It really is. Aldris currently has 5. Can we get more?
Woohoo!
Alrighty. Aldris, you have 2. There is one more that is contained. What shall you do?
I'm just gonna try to shoot some of the mines around it.
Make way!
You can do
Way.
it. Hey, all right. Wonderful. You beat it. Meaning your final target, my friend, is indeed open and ready for grabbing as you're able to just and clear the area of all the mine. Jolly Jammer, my guy. You can get a point. I believe in you. He can do it. Yay! My child, my failed experiment has collected his first one. All right, and for his second action, he'll just boost you forward because he needs to catch up to you guys. Alrighty. Ryder, what say you, good sir?
Hello?
Hello?
I would like to collect.
All right, Mickey Mouse, what's up?
Can I collect?
Can I play the game? Am I allowed to?
Can I get one of the prizes today?
Do you have enough tickets?
I have 2.
Oh, that's a lot of tickets.
Thank you.
And then notoriously hard to get.
I know, I worked hard. Alright, I'm a Russian like a G, and as much as I want to attack Asshole Flare and Gazorp, I don't got time for them.
Fair enough.
Last place losers. So I'm gonna try to get another mine.
All right, and how are we gonna get this one?
Can I shoot some like EMP little bomb thingies at some mines to deactivate them?
You very much can. Yeah.
Cool, I'm gonna do that.
I think you beat the 3, my friend. All right, you now
Yay.
have open RX target. The mines slowly float away. You know they're deactivated. You know it's open.
Kabuto, grab it, please. Grab it with your claw.
Of course, Ryder. She will go for claw. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we do it
Thanks,
though.
Kabuto.
We'll just call this one a boost and just say damn, because that was something else. All right, you may use that at a later time, my friend, because I beat that by a metric shit ton. I beat it by. I needed to roll a 3, and I rolled an 8 actually, because that was a boost. So holy shit! All right, Ryder, you are the first to have all 3. They begin to circle around your ship, and they glow. You can see all of you. You can see lights shot off in the distance. We are indeed in space, in a massive field of just mines. But the mines begin to flash various colors. And you notice they're flashing in accordance to Ryder's color scheme, signifying to all of you that he has collected all 3, and it's time to get to getting. Seeing that, the enemy considers we're going with it. So Gazorp, they know they're not going to win. This is just sad. Let's give Gazorp a shot. Let's see, can you beat a 3, dude? You can beat a 3, okay. And
Did it.
unless he's horribly unlucky.
Which he is.
Okay. All right. I'll just use a scene fate point because that's just depressing, and we'll pretend that didn't happen, and we'll re-roll that. How do you roll a -4 twice in a row? How do you do
You're
that?
stealing my rolls, thank you.
How do you do that? How is that mathematically possible? I rolled 2 -4s. That's the absolute worst you can possibly roll. You know what, Gazorp? Hold on, where's distracted? Where's that? Here. You get 2 free invokes of shamed. Oh my god. Alright, Gazorp initially reveals one of his mines, and very happily the slug just kind of like blah, 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 goes to fly towards the deactivated mines that he can very easily grab. But no. I roll a -1 2 times in a row, even the fate point. Gazorp, you get nothing. Instead, you get the shame aspect. Have fun, my friend.
Good.
Georgiana, you have 1 open target and 2 collected.
Open target.
How you grabbing it?
I have the top part open up like a T-Rex mouth and almond it.
Of course. I'm imagining it like a standard rocket ship. Does it open up and there's like a T-Rex mouth inside?
Yeah.
Excellent. Is it like those grabby claws?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I love those things. All right, roll me pilot. Okay.
This is a very epic looking T-Rex. Thanks, Nora.
All right, we're going to go ahead and change the open target to a boost, which you can use in the future because you succeeded by so damn much. That was technically a 9. because you get +2 from it being open. Oh, you still have a wonky system that can be poked at some point, but it currently has 0 free invokes. I will change your collected to 3. And as with last time, all of the mines begin to flash and glow pink this time, now signifying that she has collected all 3 of hers.
I'm at 50 though, so what do I do next?
You fly, my friend. You fly as far and as quickly as you possibly can. That is a +5 as you jet forward. Seeing that, the Starstream is going to fire off at you with an attempt to slow you down. Roll me pilot. I rolled 2 against your 3. All right, pathetic. He's going to try a second time. Roll me pilot again. I rolled a 1.
I'm really starting to feel bad for you, Hub. That's the second week in a row.
Don't feel bad. Shame them. It's okay.
But I admired Starstream. Well, okay.
No, Starstreamer sucks.
I don't admire anyone unless they can beat me, so I can't admire him. But he was a potential challenger.
There you go. Okay, and you got a 2, but you still win, so you're good. The Starstreamer does jack shittily do. All right, the Flare is now going to attempt to do the same thing to you, Mr. Rat. He's going to try to slow you down. Roll a 4. Roll me pilot. Spicy. All right, he'll try a second time. I rolled a 2. And a 3. All right. All attempts are missed. Whatever he was trying to do, he shrugged. We don't know. But it missed. It hit some errant bombs off the side. And before this next round will come in proper, the 3 of you receive not a hail necessarily, but a warning. You know this is not from the racetrack. It is actually from the Kabuto. And you get a warning of, crew, there is a potential enemy approaching. I would recommend we finish this race as quickly as possible.
Well, Kabuto, you know what that means.
Time to get a boostin'.
It's time to boost.
All right, Aldris, Nara, you have 1 open target, 2 collected.
Let me grab it.
Getting grabby.
Getting grabby, alrighty. The last open target is Kuryoinked. You are able to grab that bad boy, and now, what is your color of choice, Aldris?
Probably an orange.
I was feeling orange. All right, now all the bombs glow in orange as they begin to pulse and pulse and pulse in color, and you guys can all tell that now Aldris has collected all 3. It is difficult to tell, but just up ahead, it looks as if something is trying to enter from the outside, which is normally very, 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 obviously, illegal, and is normally stopped quite quickly by the people that run these races. Unfortunately, you all see that this defense system is quickly dispatched, as you see one freighter kind of blow up in the distance, and you see one of their fighter jets kind of go off and that explodes. You see a mech also sort of explode in the distance. It's difficult to see exactly what's going on, but you're very aware that there are various folk on the outside defending. All right, and moving in the next, we'll say he's already paying much attention. Jolly Jammer, my guy, what you doing, bud? You gonna beat a 3? No, but it's pretty damn close. You gonna pick it up? We'll have him take damage as his tie, and then actually, yes, he will technically pick that up. The Jolly Jammer flies by his second one and took a little bit of damage. Some of the mines buffeted his systems, but all the same, he moves forward now with 2 collected.
Wait, I didn't get to do my thing.
You didn't?
Nara grabbed it.
You didn't?
Yeah.
You're right. Go. Sorry.
I just want speed.
I was about to say, I was like, wait a second.
Speed it up.
Neum.
You have many.
Aldris, come on. I feel like I'm doing all the work here.
I can't help it. The dice say no.
You want to use the boost?
Sure.
All right. That is a +4. All right, you jet forward. The JJJ grabs his second collectible, and we are now on Ryder.
Got a blast.
Do you want to use your boost?
C.
All right, that's a +4. All right, what do you want your co-pilot to do?
To press the go button. Kind of like another pilot, but shooting me forward.
Sure. We'll say we're in the final stretch, so why the hell not? All right, you jet forward, my friend. And let's see. Well, the other ones, as I see you guys shooting forward, they're not really entirely sure. Gazorpazorp, he's shamed in folk, and he's gonna fly out there because he ain't doing so hot. Shit's just hitting the fan, and it's just downright depressing for this individual, we'll say. So, Mr. Ryder, go ahead and roll me pilot, as Gazork is going to try to get his goo on you. Okay, I rolled a 0. You beat it. He'll try again. Another
Isn't that
0.
beating- Isn't that beating
my
with style?
god.
Oh yeah, roll again. So, boost. We'll just say Zork sucks with an X because we're cool. There we go. All right, you get another boost, my friend. He tried to shoot at you 2 times. Excellent. Georgiana, as you see the Gazork attempt to shame Ryder, he instead shames himself. Therefore, we'll give him an extra stack of shame. He now has 3.
Stack of shame.
That's so embarrassing.
I don't
Gigi,
want
what
to
are you
take
doing?
advantage of that.
I
That's
feel
so
like I
mean.
should have some of those at this point.
What's my
We're already
companion's
doing
name?
bad enough.
Ball?
Ball. Okay.
Yeah, you can say he's in the base.
Yeah, you know the enemy.
He's not the enemy. I super blanked on his name.
You know the killer robot that's in your ship.
He's
That's
a pretty
fine.
damn good co-pilot. Ball, give us some turbo.
Not better than Kabuto.
Kabuto cheats.
Shut up.
I'll add one more to your boost WoW, just so I'm not creating too many more aspects, because my god, there's a ton, but this is a second separate aspect, so you can boost it 2 times if you wish. I don't believe you need to, because that's an 8, and it's a
Right.
10. So, blasting past both of those, whatever Ball did to your systems, you just rolled a +6. You go hurtling off.
You know how when you're on a roller coaster and you're about to go like from the tippy top to the way down low, and you like raise your hands up and go, "Woo!" I'm gonna do that.
All right, you woo your way through the finish line, and as you go hurtling forward, Georgiana, you can see there's like half the crowd is cheering, half the crowd is freaking the hell out because they don't know what's going on. Some of them see this enemy in the distance that is about to engage. You can tell it's actually flying towards, not necessarily the finish line, but it was flying towards the 2 of you, Georgiana, while you were neck and neck with Ryder.
Oh wait, that was the end.
60, yeah.
Okay.
All right, Georgiana, yes.
I want to send Ryder a quick screenie of me raspberrying at him.
Oh, they had the same one.
Hurtful.
Yeah. no, this one's actually me. I'm actually gonna do me,
It's actually you. Excellent. Already.
and I'll tell Ball that he can raspberry Kabuto.
All right, he's not entirely sure how to do that, so he will consider it. Prior to that, though, since you are the closest, Georgiana, this figure that flies towards you all looks incredibly familiar. You have 100% definitely seen them.
It's not that super fast, dangerous piece of metal, is it?
Yarp.
Oh dear God.
It-
Boss. When Kabuto said we had trouble, it was the trouble.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in the crowd.
Then I'm telling you even more. Can I like quickly
Suspicious
like
Ryder, what do you mean?
can I quickly have my computer zoom into it to get a better look at it and then send it to everyone's greenies?
You very much can. And as you do that, you can see it sort of begin to fly down towards you. It was sort of picking a spot between both you and Ryder initially, and it looks as if it's going to attack. And as you guys are kind of flying through the finish line, it begins to indeed move down. It'll take a second to fully get here, but you know it is targeting the 3 of you. Nara and Aldris, what are you doing?
There's a murder death bot coming.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather go ahead and deal with that because obviously, races aren't fun unless you win. So,
I mean, we can let everyone else deal with it while we win.
well, but Georgiana's already won, technically.
I mean,
True.
you're still winning against everyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll all die eventually. I don't need to worry about that.
Wow.
I see what you stand, Nara.
I'm just practical. I'm just a realist.
There.
I got other things to worry about, like the murder bot or whatever. So, you want to get on that, Aldris?
I want to win.
I mean, you are
We're not
piloting.
winning, but
you are piloting. I'm not doing that. So if you want to
Ryan-
get over the finish line, I will defer to you.
I want to give everyone some space rock armor from stuff that's just floating around, pretty much.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Interesting.
Just for defense.
With a 3, that can only target 1 person.
Who's the thing closest to?
Technically Georgiana, but it's kind of space between the 2 of them.
Oh, I'll just give it to Georgiana then.
All right, as you hurdle through to the finish line, let me go and just remove this so we can see things a little better. Suddenly, rocks begin to swirl around you, Georgiana, and form an armor around you.
Ooh.
Nara, what are you doing?
Since Metal Boy is metal, I assume that he is mechanical. So I would like to attempt to hack in.
You were attacked by code last time, so good luck. Crafty Helper is creating an advantage, so that's against enemies. You succeed with style. So technically, that was a 6, which is still very good. Ooh, we tied.
I'll use a fate point.
Alrighty. So
I want to know what's up.
So this is basically to create an advantage. What are you trying to find out?
I mean, he's hurtling in pretty fast, right?
Very much so.
I guess I want to hit the brakes.
All right, we'll create a 1 for invoke on the Metal Boy. This called Slow Down. Alrighty, and with that, well, everyone seems relatively confused. You know what? Mr. Jammer, you've been doing pretty decent. We'll go ahead and have you take a little bit of more damage on that while he grabs his third one. He's still at 45, but he's jetting on forward. All right, Ryder.
Can I still pass the finish line?
Of course.
Do I roll pilot?
Roll pilot to zoom. And with a +5 on that, Ryder, you too go flying.
And my boost.
Whoop. Already.
Can Kabuto lock on the Metal Boy?
Very much so. What would you like her to do?
I want her to shoot rockets.
Are we going for damage?
Si, senor.
Go ahead and just roll your shoot stat then. All right, hurtling in like a sumbitch. He does just that and is able to avoid the damage.
Yeah, I forgot his shit's really high.
He's incredibly fast, yes. As I mentioned, this is one of the most competent things you have ever run into by a country mile. And it seems to adapt and change as you fight it. For a boost on him. Gazark, how much more can I shame you? Let's find out. Can he clear the mines with damage? Can he grab them? Sure. I will remove 1 shamed. He doesn't even see what's happening. He doesn't even care what's happening. He just wants to finish the race. He doesn't even know he's in last. He doesn't know how horrible he's doing.
He doesn't even know what a race is.
He doesn't even know what a race is. GG.
What happens if I take any more damage?
What are you currently at?
I only have severe consequence left.
So, you can't technically die in Fate unless the fiction basically says you are dead. So obviously, if you're like in a final shootout and the enemy's trying to kill you, you can say I give up, but the enemy's like, no, I'm going to kill you. Then you just die. If you can give up. So technically, this is what could happen. You could take the severe consequence, as in like you would have taken it, and you can say instead, I'm not taking it, and you're backing out of the fight. AKA, you eject from your ship and get sent back to the Kabuto. AKA, your ship crashes and you can't pilot it anymore. Basically, story-wise, you're out of the fight, but you don't take the severe consequence, and you get a fate point. Basically, you can choose to dip out of the fight only after you've taken the damage. So you don't take the damage, you get a fate point, but you're kicked out of the fight.
Out in a blaze of glory.
So that is
you live by the ship, GG. You die by the ship.
What was that?
Just kidding, GG. Don't die.
Thanks.
Kiri threw up on me!
Oh no!
He was triggered by GG dying.
All right. I'll be back. I'm so sorry for.
Oh no!
No wonder she wanted to hang out.
Ew. What, is today like cat puke day or something?
Apparently. How far away is he?
If we were to detract this into zones, he'd probably be just like 1 zone away. He's moving in really quick. Most of the crowd is panicking now as they've noticed that this guy should not be here and he's charging directly towards you guys. This is not part of the show.
Is there any way that maybe I could do a quick like boost around, collect a whole bunch of bombs and just toss like a blanket towards his direction?
I mean, you definitely can, yeah. You can also fly back. I mean, you've already finished the race. You can just fly back if you want. It's totally up to you.
Do I obviously have his attention?
As you finished first, yes.
I really want to mess with this guy.
As much as I like fighting, seeing that +7 makes me not want to fight him.
Yeah. I want to do something that's going to get in his way.
Welcome
just
back.
because without a boost and me rolling perfectly, there's no way I could touch him because he could roll shit and still do good.
Can I send out like a general message to all the other racers to basically say that enemy is not to be underestimated?
You can.
All right, and then I will ask Ball to supercharge the ship's natural magnet capabilities, and I will pop a whole bunch of pops in my mouth for whichever flavor that is, which I haven't still decided yet.
Okay. And what's the intended outcome of supercharging? What are we doing?
I just want to collect as many as I can.
Okay, so we're basically just magneting up all of the bombs.
Yeah.
All right. A roll to 3. I'll say as you fly by Georgiana, you basically have a floating invoke of a bunch of mines that are following you. You kind of zip back really quick and magnet a ton to the back of your ship. What do you want to do with them?
I want to fly towards the enemy and then turn off the magnet and turn back around.
All right. I'll say you can attack with pilot on this one because that makes the most logical sense. So this is something that you're trying to physically shoot at him?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use my last fate point. This seems important.
Okay. Well, there goes my occasional shit rolls. Let's see. Do I have one more? I do. I'll go ahead and use it and bring that up to a 6. I also have a boost, and I also have slow down, if you wish to use those.
Yeah, I can use slow down. I should be able to use speedy dodge, right? That's his.
Speedy dodge you'll probably use if you use slow down.
All right, I'll use slow down.
So, of course, he will use speedy dodge. We'll say slow down is like kind of in the system, but that is indeed still 2 shifts of damage. So he uses his Abusto, and you're basically fleeing mines at him.
Yeah, just a whole blanket's worth.
Alrighty, fast he may be, but not fast enough to dodge all these mines. And as he gets closer and closer to you, Georgiana, and you zoom closer and closer to him, you realize that it hasn't necessarily taken shape yet. If anything, it looks like a giant Mercury comet, still somewhat liquid in shape and texture.
It's the Silver Surfer.
As you get closer, he does not take the form of the Silver Surfer, fortunately for you. Instead, it forms another bipedal body, somewhat mimicking your guys' mechs. Very, very sparse on detail, incredibly smooth body. And it attempts to, dive out of the way and deflect with, an impromptu shield as its arm turns to a massive plate. But some of the mines get around it, and you can tell that you actually have indeed damaged it. These other doofuses are kind of just sitting here, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip their turns and say they're moving forward.
All right, I warned them. It's their choice if they want to die.
They're doing what they're going to do. Let's see, the Flare will actually listen and peace out. Gazork is being Gazork, and we'll say the Star Streamer and the Flare are going to peace out. They see some bullshit. They're not having it. They're just going to go somewhere else, basically. Alrighty, back up at the top, we have Aldris. What you doing? We'll also say he basically deactivates the swirling chains around you, as that's no longer important.
Oh boy. Can I freeze the metal boy a little bit? Slow him down?
Yeah, with literal ice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say go for it.
I'm just gonna try to freeze his thrusters or something.
Sure. Of course.
Oh my god.
And if I roll negatives, I have to roll positives sometimes. Alrighty, and with an attempt to slow him down, instead, the ice kind of careens off to the side, and the creature, whatever it is able to completely move around this blast of ice. Nara, what are you doing?
What's the layout of what's happening?
Technically, you guys are still at the ass end of the minefield. You guys are about to exit it. 2 of the racers have left. Gazork is still Gazorking, and Jolly looks like he's possibly trying to finish the race.
So, what a fool. And what's happening with Metal Boy?
Metal Boy is moving towards Georgiana now.
I will help friends.
Okay. All right, who we giving what to?
I'm going to give an assist to Georgiana since he's coming towards her.
All right, what are we boosting on her mech? She currently has rock armor.
What's her weaponry?
You know what my weaponry is.
So the exact same thing her mech would have, basically.
All right, well, what is that? Like a sword? A gun?
All of the above. You could do what I asked Ball, just boost the natural capabilities.
Yeah, all right, I'll supercharge.
Sure. And because you roll a 6, they'll give her 2 free invokes. Alrighty, you are now supercharged. Gazork. Nah, screw you. Jolly. We're just flying forward, bud. 3. The 4, it's +7. He wants to finish the race. As he's moving forward, he sees that you guys are in an altercation and is rather confused. He's not sure how to feel about this general situation. Ryder.
Hello?
Hi, what you doing?
Shooting at him.
Okay.
Can I have Kabuto do something first?
You very much can. What would you like Kabuto to do?
I want her to try and shoot out an EMP at him to like try to slow him down, or to like mess with his systems.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me your whatever your +3 stat is on that, and I'll roll to defend. Alrighty, he blasts on forward, and I'll just give him a boost.
All right, well, I guess I'll just shoot at him then.
Being fast as shit, he is able to dodge with ease. Georgiana, go while Gazork is attempting to cry in a corner.
Hey, GG.
Yeah.
Hold on. Don't do anything yet.
Do you think we should be able to merge our mechs into one giant mega mech?
Oh no.
If anyone's gonna be able to figure out how to do it, it's gonna be you and Kabuto.
Yeah, I'm going to start working on that right away. I'll get Kabuto's deets so we can discuss.
All right, supercharged GG, what you thinking?
You mean like hold person?
Yeah, like goo and shit.
Problem is he keeps dodging everything.
Yeah, but remember the first altercation, I was like face to face.
All right. So how close is he? Is he so closest to me or someone else?
I'd say he's equidistant between you and Riders. So you guys are fairly close, and both of you finished the race.
Can I tell Kabuto to send over my mech?
Your mech will be there momentarily, Rider. In fact, all of yours will.
I'm trying to decide. Should I do a combo of my ice trail with shadow stealth? I think Comet and black licorice is probably going to taste gross, but that's okay. So that he can't see it and he runs into it? Or would it be more fun to shove as many bubble gums into my mouth as I can fit and just blow a big, big bubble?
Those both sound
Make him
fun.
Bubble Boy.
All right. I'm going to shove all my bubble gums into my mouth. I'm going to try and stick in one marshmallow to make it extra gooey.
Okay. Gross.
I'm going to use one supercharge or two.
You can only use one at a time.
Only one. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll use one for sure. I'm definitely going to need it. Should just blow it as big as he can get so that hopefully he has to either go around it or go through it and gets, he underestimates it and goes pop. Ooh, it's sticky.
Are you firing this at him directly, or are you making more of a scene aspect?
Since it's going to be big, probably scene aspect.
Okay.
Because everyone else is going to have to go around it too.
That makes sense.
I mean, if they even want to, which if I were you, I wouldn't want to, but that would be shoot, right?
Sounds very shooty to me, yeah.
Shooty it is. Oh my God.
I was going to give you a target number, but that's definitely too low. So, do you want to add some ka-chunk to that?
I assume 3 is too low too.
3 will give you 1 free invoke on the scene.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
Take off a supercharge.
All right, we'll take off 1 supercharge. And we'll say the scene aspect is basically like sticky surroundings.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and put that on the finish line because there's so many of us. You fire that off, and what do you want Ball to do?
If I had him do his own unique boost to supercharge my systems, would that have counted?
Yes.
Can I make it better, please?
I'll add 1 more. Just because I like you so much. You know who I don't like?
Jumbo.
The fact that I rolled +6 and got a 2.
Wow.
A 0 and a 2. Good job, Jumbo douchebag. I'm going to ask both Ryder and Georgiana to roll me pilot. Metal Boy is going to attack, but it's going to be AoE. So it's going to be split between the two of you. Alrighty.
Use my boost.
You very much can. You can bring that up to... who gave you the distracted system? Was that Nara?
I think that was Nara.
Yeah.
I'm going to remove it because there's no reason to debuff our friends now.
Actually, that might have been me. I had Ball.
No, it was you, GG.
Yeah, I had Ball attempt to hit on Kabuto, remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, the perfect plan.
I'll go ahead and remove that because we definitely don't want to debuff our friends there.
Can I use my rock armor to bump me up just a little?
Well, you don't need to because you rolled a 5, he rolled a 3, and I rolled an 8. I will divide that equally between the two of you, meaning neither of you take any damage whatsoever. Instead, my attack tied, so I'll just gain a boost. All right. The enemy is basically chilling at the finish line with each of you. Considering we're in like half racer mode, but like not really We'll switch back to popcorn initiative. So whoever has an idea that wants to go first, usually Nara, since you have all your buffs and such, I will let you go first, then we can just popcorn around.
All right. Aldris, you use magic. Magic and machines. What do you need help with, buddy?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do here.
All right. How about when you figure out what you need, you tell me. And in this moment, I will give a boost to Ryder with his, I don't know, his guns.
All right. We'll say supercharged guns.
Yeah.
Alrighty. As you're thinking, and I'll say as you guys are discussing this, Nara and Aldris, the three of you all here at the same time, as you guys can actually see your mechs kind of flying over the distance. You guys can either fly to them and grab them now, or you can, wait a second. You guys are equally, fit to fight in the current machine you're in. You don't necessarily need to be in your mech, but it does look cooler. And you get a message from the Kabuto saying, an alert to the team. Judging this enemy's capabilities, it seems any direct physical attacks are not recommended, considering its speed.
What do you recommend, Kabuto?
Nara possibly had the right idea, although its capabilities to resist hacking are also quite substantial. Other types of attacks might be able to penetrate its armor.
What does that mean?
I am not entirely sure what Aldris is capable of, but he might have something.
Aldris, go. So AoEs are a good idea too?
Harder to dodge, definitely, but anything it can physically dodge, she does not recommend. So
I'm
maybe
so sorry. What is an AoE?
Area of effect. Video game term. For nerds.
Look, it's not like I
Bunch of
don't play
nerds.
video games. Like, it's just not your video game.
Exactly.
How dare you not play our video game?
How dare you?
Look,
You technically did for a little while.
I did. But again, it's not any fun on my own.
It's not.
Well, as soon as data center visits are a thing, I'm going to get you back into planes.
All right, what are you thinking, Mr. Birdman?
I don't know what I can do to it. My
What's
brain
your,
doesn't work right now.
That's fine. What's your current thought process? I can maybe help you out a little bit.
We need to stack a bunch of boosts on it, or we're never
Mhm.
going to hit it.
But the boosts have to hit too,
So
which
that-
is the problem.
Yeah, I know. So I want to slow it down somehow. That's why I went for the ice before.
Okay. Your magic, like I mentioned before, isn't necessarily something people really have on system. You can, I guess this is another part of fate, you can attack. I've done it before when I was fighting you guys with the gray alien. I didn't have you guys physically dodge the choke. That was a will dodge. So it was basically you're using your will to resist it. You can, if you wish and have something to target, you can target the enemy's will, or you can target their notice or their hacking or something. So you can effectively target a stat that is targetable, like physique, with a specialized attack that you have, Aldris. So you can effectively target this, basically target him in a way. So basically maybe summon ice inside of him, or try to summon ice, not shoot it at him, but summon it around him. You know what I mean? In a way that he can't physically just let me dodge because you're shooting an ice spike at me, right?
I guess I'll try to do that then, make a ice ball around him.
Excellent. I'll give him a aspect called Chilled. And you see ice begin to form around the metal boy. He attempts to dodge it, but it's basically focused on his center. And as he's moving around, he's unable to get out of the way.
Good.
Aldris, I'll let you choose who goes next.
Ryder.
Ryder, what you got?
Is my ship here yet?
Yes, you're able to fly off the side, and with a very quick exchange, you are back in your original mech. And guess what, everybody? It was actually Ryder all along. It wasn't Ryder X.
Oh my god.
Whoa, who was
God.
Ryder X?
Surprise,
Well, you
everybody!
never know.
I was riding along with you all along.
Whoa, Captain.
Oh my god.
Captain.
You really had us bamboozled there.
I'm gonna stab you while you sleep.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Gee,
that
I
took
almost
a-
had you there at the end.
Chill.
That took a really sharp turn.
It really did.
I thought we were
See,
just
Gigi,
just
I
having a laugh, GG.
Oh my
I don't know
God.
about that.
I told you, Gigi, I was a good pilot.
I believe you. Making me try that hard.
I almost had you there.
Yeah,
Now
making me
she's gonna
try that
stab you in your
hard.
sleep.
I'm gonna stab you in your sleep. Damn it.
Any hoozle. Now that I'm in my beautiful mech, I want to kill it. So
We can.
I'm gonna pull out my sword
Okay.
and I'm gonna rush him.
I mean,
Okay.
do we have to kill it though?
Yes.
Not necessarily.
Fuck this thing.
I don't think we can.
Look,
catch
this
it.
is
I
an
don't know.
incredible piece
I don't care.
of technology.
I'm stabbing it. Stabbing away.
All right, you go to physically strike out the boy, and you roll a 6. It rolls a 5. Well, I guess you can use chilled if you want to slow it down.
Yes.
With chilled, that brings you up to an 8. He'll go ahead and use on watch, which will bring him up to a 7. And rushing him, he actually does meet you in melee, Ryder. And with a few quick strikes, you're actually able to drive your blade across its body. You can't tell, you did do damage by the way, but it's difficult to tell if you did damage, as its body is liquid and metallic, so your blade kind of drives through it.
Is this a stab or a slash?
We will say either. You're able to strike it multiple times, it takes 1 shift of damage, but it doesn't seem to have any like lasting harm. You know it took damage, but it's very difficult to tell. It's not letting on. All right, Georgiana. Oh, Gazork.
Hey, he got a 4.
Oh, Gazork. I'm just piling damage on this guy.
Gazork, no.
He's just trying to collect things. He doesn't get to move forward. All right, Gazork has all 3 of his things, guys. They all flash green.
He did it.
One guy in the crowd's like, yeah!
One dude.
He was there. It's Gazork's son.
So my sticky surroundings, is it one big bubble or lots of little ones?
Your choice.
See lots of little ones.
All right, there's lots of little gooey things around.
All right. I'll do an acid sword.
All right, are you going for damage or are you going to like trip him up?
I want to trip him up so he falls into some of my sticky surroundings.
Okay, cool. Right, you rolled 5. I rolled a 4. You wish to add anything to that?
I'll go ahead and supercharge this acid.
All right. That'll bring you up to a 7. So you will indeed succeed with style. And what do you want this aspect to be precisely? I will also say this. You can't add to chill, but you can add to slow down if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, we'll add 2 to slow down. All right, we'll say since you meet him in melee, he's able to kind of like block whatever it is you're trying to do, but you're distracting him for long enough that you notice he's slowed down a little bit.
Okay.
All right, and since we are indeed all here, everybody roll me pilot.
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry, except for Nara.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, you aren't piloting right now.
Yeah, you're technically piloting.
Look, the one time I have a good piloting role and you just suddenly decide I can't use it. I see how it is.
If you want, we can say yours supersedes Aldris's.
Good. I'm just kidding.
Alrighty.
Oh, 9.
Well, it's AoE, so it's going to be spread. Did you roll a 7, Georgiana?
Yes.
Jesus, okay. Well, I think he's going to ignore you. All right, so we got a 4 and a 2, so that's 6. We'll throw 2 shifts of damage at Ryder and 1 shift of damage at Aldris. All right, essentially, since you guys are all beginning to surround him, he detaches from you, Georgiana, and begins to attempt to basically shoot between the 3 of you. Its body growing multiple arms and just spikes jutting out from its frame as it attempts to fly past each of you and do as much damage as it possibly can. Fortunately, Georgiana, you rolled so high, he effectively ignored you and just bounced from Ryder to Aldris. Alrighty. Who went last there? Gigi? Alright, who's next?
Nara.
Alright, Nara, what you got?
Gigi, would you prefer a boost or a debuff?
Debuff.
All right. I'm going to do the hit the brakes thing again with Mr. Metal. Nice.
I rolled a 2 against your 5. That does indeed succeed with style, which is exactly what you were trying to do. Do you want to add 2 to slow down, or since you've hacked into him, do you want to add a different aspect?
The biggest problem is that he's really fast, right?
Correct. And you're trying to basically interfere with his speed and his combat capabilities?
Something that affects his targeting.
Okay, sure. We'll say like faulty targeting for like range and melee attacks.
Okay.
All right, I'll throw that on him. It is a rather difficult fight to get in there, Nara, but all the same, you are indeed able to do so.
Feels like a victory.
Yeah, you rolled against a 5 and you beat it by a lot. So, who's next?
Next will be Ryder.
All right, Ryder, what you got?
I'm gonna
Does
do.
work?
Same thing. Slashy slash.
All right. Jolly got to 59, which is one away from the end, and he sees what's going on over here, and he's like, "Oh, okay."
He had to get that close.
The Zork is just like, "I'm gonna stop. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me." All right, you're attempting to meet him in melee range.
Well, fuck a duck.
That poor duck. All right, a 1 against my 3.
I would say I'd use my boost, but that's for a gun.
It is indeed for a gun.
Can I do the invoke for slowdown?
You very much can. That will tie. So you will just gain yourself a boost, my friend. We'll just call it melee edge. All right, who's next?
Alderieso.
All right, Birdman, what you got?
Chicken pot pie.
That sounds horrifying. What's it do?
It's food.
Excellent.
Are you gonna share?
No.
Oh, wow. Definitely horrifying.
We already used up the chilled, so I'm just gonna try to add more to it.
Yeah, sure.
Make more ice.
That is indeed. Oh, 1 stack of ice. All right, however, you're attacking him here, Aldris. He's unable to avoid it, and you can tell that it isn't really sure what to do. It's constantly moving and just entirely unable to actually stop it. GG.
I'll attack with my sword again. Actually, I'm going to do grenades this time. Grenades. That splash damage.
Alrighty. He is incredibly quick. You roll 4 against my 6.
I want to invoke Sticky Surroundings.
That'll bring you up to a 6 as well, which is a tie.
I can invoke Slowdown too.
And slowdown. All right. Are you damaging him or are you creating an aspect?
I'll damage him.
Sounds good. All right, you throw your acid grenades at him, and he gets stuck in these sticky situation webs. Turning quickly to cut through them, you're able to distract him just long enough that you're able to sort of pepper his backside. And you can see this strange warbling metal begin to sort of burn. But once again, it's very difficult to tell how much he actually cares about this damage. It's not necessarily growing back, but you can see it kind of like replacing itself very quickly.
Ball's still helping me, right?
Yes, he's attempting to help you to the best of his ability. Seems rather confused, and he says, "Has the race concluded?"
Yeah, buddy.
Sorry, Ball. We had a party crasher. He's uninvited, and he's ruining the race. But yes, I won. The race is over. Sorry, we won. The race is over.
So this is not normal?
No, this is very anormal. In fact, this guy is terrifying.
Understood.
Can you give me a supercharge, please?
Yes.
This time.
Georgiana and Ryder, roll me fight or whatever your equivalent is. So Georgiana, that should be pilot for you.
Yeah.
So 3.
Oh my god.
Not bad.
Can we use also faulty targeting?
Very much so. So we can give that to you, Georgiana, which brings you up to a 5. Ryder already has a 5. Since you guys are both at 5, I'm just going to dump all of it on one of you, and I'll just randomly decide.
Okay.
Odd for Ryder, even for Georgiana. All right, Ryder. An aspect created. It did succeed with style. So we'll say, as he dashes to you, Georgiana, he sees your rock armor and he attempts to like strike out at it, but by targeting, well, his faulty targeting, he swings and whatever it was misses. Maybe he assumes he hit, you're not entirely sure. He then dashes off towards Ryder and his arm turns to a massive blade and it just kind of slashes and takes up about 2 to 3 times the length of his body. It's almost like getting longer as he slashes it towards you, Ryder, and you're expecting damage, but instead, you're kind of like for a second, and you can see that these like globules have kind of stuck on you, and they haven't really cut into your armor, but they're like wriggling around it.
So I'm covered in something?
You're covered in something, correct. Not entirely sure what it is.
Interesting.
All right, and after that, if the 3 of you could roll me pilot to avoid his mad dash to the 3 of you.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right, we got a 4, we got a 5, we got a 1. All right. Can't really divide this evenly. All right, we'll go with. You rolled too well, Aldris.
What do you mean?
Okay.
That's my like one good roll.
I know.
Last 2 sessions.
Okay. So I will split it so that Aldris, you take 1 shift, and Ryder, you take 2 shifts. So throwing 6 damage at Aldris and throwing 3 damage at Ryder. So Ryder should take 2. Aldris takes 1. You can invoke faulty targeting to lower this, but that's the amount.
Can
Take
I do
1.
that?
Yes, you can invoke faulty targeting. But he'll go ahead and invoke the covered in question mark. So it'll even out, and you'll still take the 2. All right, and back to the top.
Aldris.
All right, Aldris, what you got?
I'm gonna try and shoot him once. We'll see how it goes.
All right, just blasting him with
Like a
magic.
Beam of fire, yeah.
From
See
range
how
or
it
from
goes.
melee?
I mean, I can try melee, I guess. Harder to dodge.
Much harder to dodge.
I'll use chilled, I guess.
All right, we'll use chill, and that will bring you up to a 6 against my 5. I have nothing positive that I can invoke or negative I can invoke on you, but he'll take a 1 shift of damage. And with that, you'll start to sort of see it's actually slowed down some. And after you strike it with this beam, it is like literally like a beam of fire, Aldris.
Pretty much.
It attempts to block. It once again makes a massive plate with its arm. And as it does, you can see it like starting to heat up. And it looks as if for a moment it's just completely negating all the heat. But there's a shift or a twitch or something slightly off. And the metal around the heat stops just outright absorbing it and begins to glow red. And when it does, it shoots through this shield, strikes the metal boy in the chest, and you can see the metal trying to like warp around the fire, but it's unable to, and you just like blast a hole right through him. It's not destroyed, but for this turn, it seems kind of like just like freaked out. I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 invoke to everything currently on it. So I'll add 1 to slow down, 1 to chilled, and basically 1 to everything. So something happened, and its systems went all wonky for a moment.
Nice.
Nara, try to break in.
What?
Try to break in.
All right.
As you're
You got
considering
it.
this, Zork gets closer and closer. He's at 57. He's gonna finish this race. The only person in the stands is still cheering him on.
I kind of want to waste a turn to screw him over.
All right, Nara, what you doing?
Monster. I guess I'm going to try and break in.
Birds eat snails?
Yeah, the bug.
Ah, I see.
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna
Not
lower.
today, buddy.
I'm gonna lower my roll by 2. So you get a 1. What kind of aspect are we trying to create here? Or are you just trying to figure something out?
What did you want me to do, Gigi?
I mean, hack into him. We want to know where he came from, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to find out information. This is the same guy that I had those, like the endless code, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I want to see more about that.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I heard the DM say his system's glitched, and I'm like, ooh, open in.
Currently, it's just floating there with its arms down, and it looks almost like deactivated, and the hole in its chest is just slowly closing and sitting there. It's not flying or moving or anything. With this, though, I'll both add 1 free invoke to slow down Nara, and I'll tell you what you want to know. So your 1 question was, where does it come from?
Yeah.
I'll tell you at the end of the round. You once again get pelted with information, but it's nowhere near as bad this time. It's almost as if it's literally puking code at you. It's coming in waves, attempting to hide this very simple line of text. And who's next? Nara.
Gigi, then.
All right, G.
I'm gonna whip out my cinnamon pops for a flamethrower.
All right, flamethrower it is.
Sticky surroundings. I mean, I'm probably, melting them.
That brings you up to a 6. I have a 5. Do you want to mess with anything else or no? The plus 3 is effectively you rolling against its just hardiness. It's not moving.
Would children slow down affect that?
It's not moving, so slow down wouldn't do anything.
All right, I will use my supercharge.
All right, that brings you up to an 8 against my 5?
Yeah.
All right, so that is 3 shifts of damage as I have no buffs for myself. That's going to be a moderate consequence. I'm just going to say ow for now.
Ow.
It hurts, yeah.
Ow.
That's not great. That's not great. So you just whipped it a flamethrower?
Yep.
Okay, you can see its body is becoming more and more, not unhinged, but unstable. Like, its arm effectively just completely melts off and then floats there for a second, and then you see it just kind of slowly pull itself back up as you're, like, burning it. It's trying its absolute damnedest to put itself back together and not really doing the best show at that. Ryder.
I saw Ball's turn.
Technically, you want Ball to just give you another supercharge?
Yeah.
Supercharge it is then.
I'm going to stab him again.
Roll me some of that melee. You do have your boost for melee edge.
Boost.
Like melee edge, and bring your 2 to a 4 against my 3. You have supercharged guns. We can't use that, but that is still 1 shift of damage, which will hit his mild consequence. I'll make that a small ow, and I'll make the moderate consequence a big ow with a capital O and 2 W's.
So what's going to be the severe consequence? A whole lot of O's and a whole lot of W's, all
Yep.
caps?
Okay, exactly. See, you know me. Alrighty. Ryder, as you dash in, the floating arm is almost like on its own, attempting to defend, and your sword clashes with the arm, who's basically formed into a sword now. You clash, but on the last clash, your blade actually phases through his, and you end up striking through the body. And the whole thing effectively like glitches out. You can see its very smooth and rounded edges kind of, and all these like little metal bits begin to kind of spike out. I don't know if you've seen, I think it's called like, it's like a ferrometal, but basically when you get a magnet next to like really tiny little hunks of metal, and they all kind of like
the black stuff.
The black stuff, yeah, and it all kind of spikes out. I forgot exactly what it's called, but that shit. That the body basically does that when your blade phases through it. And Nara, you receive the bit of information that this thing is from, surprise, surprise, Blezrin Corporation.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I could feel it.
Such a surprise. I never would have guessed.
I don't think anyone's surprised at this.
Do we
But
hear
like,
Nara?
I like to have confirmation though. You know.
Yeah,
Do we hear Nara screech when she?
I
When
probably do.
She realizes this.
I just yell, I knew it.
Do we want to test a test sample or just destroy it?
As you say that, Gazork got your message too, and you kind of just hear a return like very confused.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
No auto translate on that one.
That
Do
was language.
snails have brain?
Oh, as a
Yeah.
reminder, there are pilots inside the snail.
Yeah.
Right.
That was the part that you.
Wait, I thought it was just a snail.
It was a
on its
snail,
own.
but I think the way I described it was it's a snail.
This is animal slavery.
Effectively, yeah.
Good.
No.
Can I?
No, then
Can I
horses would be
destroy
animal
the
slavery.
pilots?
Oh my god.
So from what you can tell, it's a giant snail, like slug-looking thing, and there's like I think this is how I described it. It's a massive snail. There's an orb like in its forehead. It's semi-clear, so you can see the pilots, and they're inside piloting the snail, basically. And they have very short
Kinda messed
shorts.
up.
A little messed up, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes. Armored, multi-segmented, chubby slug, pilots positioned in a forehead orb. Yep. So, as we see the mech begin to sort of reanimate itself, the spikiness begins to calm down a bit, and the colors begin to shift. It's flowing is an odd word, but it's relatively apt. It almost looks like some form of gravity is like pulling the liquid up but then down, almost like it's trying to reconstitute itself and figure something out. You're not entirely sure what's going on, but it looks like it's preparing something no es bueno.
Is there like a core?
Not that you can tell. Ryder, now that you've gone, who's next?
GG.
Can I whip out a magnet?
Sure.
I kind of want to do a test toss just to see if he's magnetic.
You can tell that from whatever you just used on him, he's like half moving and getting ready to kind of get out of the way. But whatever it's made out of, I won't say is not magnetic, but you would need such a powerful magnet that this thing, in the way that it's created and put together, you can tell it's very much built to be resistant to this kind of attack.
All right. Can I ask Ball to give Nara a hacking boost?
He can very much try. He can't give it directly to her, but I can try to hack the boy. So I'll roll a... Whoa, okay, I rolled a 6
Whoa.
against a 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just be literal and call it hacking boost.
Whoa.
Thanks, Ball. Man, you're cool.
Alrighty, and with that, I assume Nara's next?
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
Nara,
what
what
do you
do?
want me to do? Can I do a temporary shutdown?
Yeah, why not? I'm still thinking he's got some sort of centralized control hub.
I mean, have I been able to figure that out or not?
You know in One Punch Man, that alien that Vic voiced,
Yeah.
he's got those marbles and the thing always goes back to where the marbles are.
Mhm.
He reconstitutes himself that way. Is that what you're describing or no?
Basically, he's just a liquid boy. And his arm fell off and then kind of reattached itself.
So he's magnetic to himself?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, see if you can shut him down.
Damn. Can I re-roll? It's my last fate point.
You very much can. Yeah, go for it.
And you
Yeah,
have a hacking
definitely.
boost.
I do.
I said, do you want to re-roll or just want to add +2 and then take the hacking boost? You'd be a 6. Obviously.
Oh, then
Obviously, you'll get much higher if you get lucky on your
Yeah, I'll
re-roll.
do that. No,
Okay.
yeah, I'll do that.
And that brings you to a 6. As you're doing this, Mr. Gazork slowly passes the finish
Oh
line.
my god.
I'm proud of that guy, honestly.
He's just wiggling on through, just living his best life. He's kind of now maybe seeing what you guys are doing and doing his best to absolutely ignore this absolute nonsense. Most folk have left. There's a single person cheering in the standstill. They will most likely leave soon as well. So are we creating a boost on him with the hack? You trying to figure something out?
I'm trying to shut him down, basically. Like,
Okay.
the off button.
Sure. As you sort of, will say, tinker with what's going on, you realize very quickly that you definitely cannot shut him down, but you can temporarily effectively make him vulnerable.
Sure.
And in doing so, we'll say, since you did succeed, it let you basically know that while it's on its last limb, in no way is this thing in danger. It does not think it's going to lose this fight.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
You do know that something is going to happen very soon, and it's only been biding its time to do whatever the something is. We'll say your systems, as they come back to you, Nara, have let you know that, like I said last time, it's just collecting data on you guys.
Right.
And it's
Is
been using this
there-
time to collect data.
Rude.
Is there anything I can do to stop the transfer of data?
Basically, what you just did now has effectively
Okay.
paused. Yeah, so what you did now, like hacking into it, you see it seeing you, and you're forcing it basically to pause.
Gotcha.
And with that, is Ryder or Aldris next?
Aldris.
All right, Aldris, what you got, bud?
Oh boy. Looks like he's ready to be blasted again. So I'm gonna go with we're going with a laser wing.
Ooh, okay. In melee range again?
Yeah. And I'll use slowed down and chilled.
All right. That brings you up to a 9.
Yeah.
All right, a 9 against my 6. That is trace shifts of damage. Excellent. That is indeed the big one. So I'll write ow in full capitals, just like I promised. Your laser wing slices through this thing. It dodges the first one, but you come up with a second Aldris, and it kind of vaults over it, but you can tell it's distracted from whatever Nara just did, and your wing just like slices clean through from its leg to its shoulder, and it's basically in 2 pieces, slowly trying to like reconstitute itself. As Ryder, it's not your turn.
I'm gonna go in for the big swing again. Because if I shoot, it's gonna be a +7, right?
Correct. All right, you can use slow down, and you can pop one of your fate points if you want.
Yeah, can I use slow down?
All right, slow down brings you to 4, which is a tie. If you want to use a fate point, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll bring you to 6. And he's going to use your covered in question mark, which will bring him to a 6. You can use another fate point if you want to basically trigger chilled or something, and then that will give you 2 shifts of damage. As a note, it's basically on its last limb. This is basically the finishing blow. Is basically what
Oh,
I'm saying.
then yes.
Okay, cool, yeah.
All you
That-
had to say was I got the last blow. And then,
Yeah,
I'll
well-
use my save point.
That was its severe consequence. So yeah, it basically has no more slots left. With this, so I'm going to say, Ryder, you can effectively do whatever you want. As you dash at it, it attempts to like spawn 2 large plates basically to block. And as it's doing that, you charge in with your sword and...
I rush in the heap of battle with my sword blazing in the pale of space.
As we hear crackling, I rush in and I just do an awesome, super duper combo of death blazing, slicing swordness, and I slice it in half and I kill it.
As you cut and cut and cut at the metal boy, you're able to actually slice very cleanly through its body. To answer your question, Georgiana, you do not see any metal orbs, you do not see any cores, anythings. But you are able to chop this thing into dozens of tiny metal pieces. As these
We nab a
globules...
sample?
Yeah, you can possibly grab a sample, yeah. These globules begin to kind of float around, and they are indeed currently sample size.
Quick, Nara, ball, Kabuto, grab a sample for Nara.
Get it. Somebody.
We will say that a rider is close enough that little arm activates basically and is able to very carefully grab one of these. It needs to 100% be contained though, because this thing is
absolutely.
incredibly dangerous. So whatever she currently has on her, she's able to kind of like and hide somewhere safe in your mech rider. And as you slice through this thing, the globules begin to kind of float through space, and they begin to exhibit that magnetized, spiky effect again as they like bzz, 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 and you can almost like feel a pressure coming from this center point of where it's located. And these like small strings of metal begin to sort of connect all these separated pieces back together. And the whole thing is maybe 4 to 5 times in just width from how it was before, since they're in pieces. And it's like rotating around itself. It almost looks as if it's growing, like it's creating more mass. It's very difficult to tell what's going on. But as I mentioned before, 3 of you get a warning to evacuate the area immediately as you guys have put it into an interesting state. The Kabuto cannot precisely tell, but it is definitely time to leave now.
Ball, hit those boosters. Time to claim our prize.
All right, you're not entirely sure where the prize is or how to get it.
I mean, I guess if it's not here, I guess we can go back to where we registered. Where's my damn prize?
All right, you're able to sort of quickly whip yourself around.
Can I also leave a ice field behind me to maybe, I don't know, get in the way or something if anything tries to follow?
Yes, very much so. And you're all basically able to fly back as quickly as you possibly can, leaving ice and other various bits behind to ensure that any followers are not able to get too close, because that would be horrible for everybody. You whip by the front office, if you will, Georgiana, and they are in a complete panic. They're not entirely sure like where this attack came from, and it looks like you guys mostly took care of it, but they seem to be on alert just like you are, and they are also evacuating the area because, well, they don't live here, so they're leaving.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I'll pull up to the nearest guy. Hey, you, where's my prize?
Are you the winner?
Yeah.
Yes, then your prize is... shit, I don't know. You entered your information with us, yes?
Yeah?
All right, we'll send it to you.
And Georgiana, don't mess it up.
He smiles and says, I won't. I'm a fan.
Aw, thanks.
Like,
I'll give him a wink and one of those, blow kiss things.
yeah, he kind of does like the fan melt. Like, oh. And then you see him kind of head off to, he'll probably send you whatever this prize may be. But he very much pieces the hell out. And with that, in the distance, you guys can sort of hear this like thrumming. Whatever it's doing, it almost, your sensors are picking it up. Not like a bomb going off necessarily, but similar, except it's going off over and over and over and over and over. It's not stopping. It's like to like a really strange beat. But the 4 of you are able to very quickly get back to the Kabuto, dock your ships, and
get the sample to the Faraday cage.
Okay, excellent.
Immediately.
911. Very smart. You're able to deposit that without issue. And then I assume we're GTFOing.
Yes. I'll probably invite Ball to follow me up, by the way, if he wants. It's up to him.
All right, excellent. He is sort of just watching as this whole thing is playing out. He doesn't really look like anything, but you can very much tell he is confused, as that was the race, but that also wasn't the race.
All right, Ball. Usually those things end in a bit more fanfare. There's cheering, there's yelling, there's celebration. That was kind of bad, but Do you need money? I'm pretty sure the prize is money.
I do not require payment. You said we won?
Yeah, you saw that finish line, we crossed it first.
And that was enjoyable for you?
Yes, of course it was. Who doesn't like
sound
winning?
impressed.
Look, think of it this way. Did you feel good when, what's his name, the scientist, died?
I am not entirely sure how I felt.
But you completed your goal, right?
Correct.
Then you must have felt positive about it. That's what racing feels like for me.
You see him nod next to you with that, as if he's mulling over the idea.
I will say the race was not unpleasant. It was, as you say, fun.
Yes, it's all about finding what you like. Now you've killed a lot of things over the years, so there's no way you like that because you wanted to stop it. So you need to find something else. But this is just one example.
You can tell that he very much understands what you're trying to lay out for him.
And what was that thing back there?
It's an excellent question. Nara's going to look into it. I don't know if you want to help. You are super smart robot.
I could attempt to assist. Yes.
Yeah, I could use some help. Yeah.
Nara, Ball's going to
I'm
help.
just kidding. Sounds good.
All right. Not entirely sure what sort of help he can be. He indeed turns to you, Nara, and whenever you want to poke this jelly thing, you're more than welcome to do so. You see, Nara, that it is indeed in the safe container, but the container is cracked. This thing
He's growing.
It's not growing.
Aw.
It was exhibiting the same pulse, whatever that was that the other one was, you can tell.
Did it stop once she got inside the Faraday cage with it, or is it still doing it?
It stopped before. The pulsing from the other one continued for quite some time, and it did stop. And you have a feeling that this one is somehow connected to that one, and most likely stopped with it.
So are we dropping Ball off back at his planet, or
I'll leave you guys.
I don't think we really thought about this much.
don't really
I mean-
want Killer Robot on the ship?
I mean, that was eventually the plan. We got kind of sidetracked. We
should
can
probably
ask.
just take him back.
Yeah, we can go ahead and take him back. If he doesn't want to go, then he doesn't want to go. But if he wants to go, then we're there.
Alrighty.
So, Ball, where do you want to go? Do you want to go back to your planet, or
Unfortunately, Ryder, I am not certain on where I would like to go. Currently, I will uphold my promise to you and your group.
What was the promise?
To respect
you.
sentient life, basically.
Respect sentient life. What a dream.
thanks, so kind.
And Nara, what precisely are you looking for?
Pause real quick. Sorry. I do not want to go back to his home planet just yet, just in case that thing is able to send signals. I don't want to have the owner track us back to Ball's home world. So I will wait here until Nara's done, and then we can get it off the ship. Sorry, Nara. Go ahead.
All right. I want to know what they're trying to get information from us for. I want to see what the assignment is.
Sure. You can tell very quickly. As Georgiana said, this is a piece of it, and you can tell that it's very much attempting to connect back to the whole. The Faraday cage is slowing it down, but it's slowing it down in the same sense that it slows down the data pad, where it's not permanent and it's going to get through eventually. The signal is more than just strong.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Upon looking at it, its prime directive is to destroy you and the Kabuto entirely.
Just us?
Just you. This is,
Well, he kind of failed there.
from what you can tell, it is a highly advanced assassination droid. You didn't recall working on one of these before, Nara. They maybe whispered about them, but you've never seen one in action, nor do you really know what they look like or their specs or anything. But you're very aware they were trying to create something back when you used to work for Greyfist, the Lesrin Corporation, and this is probably it. And you very much know that defeating it is no simple task. It definitely takes, I won't say an otherworldly force to take one down, but borderline. You know that its defeated state was just the beginning.
Oof.
This thing only does one thing, and that one thing is kill. Once it turns on kill mode, it does not stop.
Why?
And that's the metal liquid robot thing that we just killed?
Yes. In its current state, Nara, obviously while you're hacking into it in the battlefield, and in its current state, you can tell, upon closer inspection, it is a liquid, but it's almost as if there's just millions of, micro androids almost swimming in this, metallic something. Upon closer inspection, it's just a whole bunch of, little nanodroids.
This is incredible, and I need to recreate it immediately.
So rather than one core, Georgiana, that wants to form around, it forms around itself, period. They all form around each other.
Can we figure out how it's tracking us? Is it doing it through the data pad or some other way?
You know that the datapad can probably help, as every time you access it, it does let off the boop boop boop. But it's not necessarily just for this thing, it's also for them in general to know that you're accessing something they want back. So this thing's directive is to either kill you guys, destroy the datapad, and then head back home.
While they're doing that, can I contact somebody?
You very much can, yeah. Who are you trying to contact?
Howdy.
And I will say, Nara, while you're looking at it, you can tell that it's also trying to look at you. It is still trying to scan its surroundings and take in as much information as possible, but because you're in the Faraday cage and it's in this little like container, it very much cannot do that. But it's trying.
Good. I'm gonna looks into its metal eyes, metaphorically, anyway.
You're like getting close and like looking at it.
Yeah.
As you get sort of closer to the container, it warbles and kind of and then pauses for a second and sort of turns itself. And for a brief moment, it mimics like half of your face and looks back at you.
Dear God.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I smack it.
And then it kind of turns back and there's just like jelly and it's just like floating there.
Yeah, I really hated that. I have to recreate that immediately. I need to reverse engineer the tech.
You need all of it.
I'm going to need help from the Kabuto, from Ball. I won't rest until I have made an even better version of this thing.
Oh, no.
You can tell that you very much can, but it's going to take an absurd amount of money, resources, which is just more money, and research.
That's fine. I haven't been spending my money anywhere.
Yeah, I didn't say skill because you have the skill. You just need the shit to make it.
Can we do it fast or
No. So this is like their crowning.
High-tech.
Yeah, this is like the entire corporation's crowning jewel.
See, I don't want it to follow us to where we drop Ball off because I'm afraid if it finds out he's there and what he is, it'll try to take him over.
I mean, hypothetically, it's been tracking us, so it's known where we've been. And technically, can't Ball make a ship or kind of fly over there by himself?
Oh, yeah, I guess we could do that. We could drop him off in the same, solar system?
Yeah, like vicinity.
Yeah, basically.
All right, I'll go ahead and take him to right outside his vicinity.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, Ryder, you're contacting Howdy McCormick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into my office to do this. I'm gonna press the button to talk to the Kabuto real quick before I do that.
Yes, Ryder?
Hi, can you put every firewall blocking anything that could possibly track or listen in on this call?
Consider it done, Ryder.
And can you call Howdy for me?
Already dialing him. An image of Howdy comes up on the screen. He is eating something that is rib adjacent, and his face is incredibly dirty.
Well, howdy.
He's holding the bone in his mouth, and his white beard is completely covered in the sauce. And he goes, "Oh, hey there, Ryder, how you doing?"
So, I have a question for you.
He licks his finger. Uh-huh.
What do you know about the Lazarin Corporation?
He kind of narrows his eyes and says, "I know you don't want to mess with them."
Well, kind of past that point.
He nods.
I was gonna see if you happen to have, I don't know, a bounty on anybody who works there.
Not that I would carry, no. I'd like to stay in business.
Well, do you have any information on anybody who works there, or any top brass, or anybody important? Not necessarily a bounty, but just any information. Don't worry, no one can hear this conversation.
I can't really say I have any direct information. I'll be entirely honest, Ryder. I'm not too interested in poking that beehive, if you sort of catch my drift. I've heard something, though. I don't got any names. Well, I've heard that, sort of in general, they've been potentially poking around places that they don't belong, but I'm sure you know that. And, well, there are rumors that there are 4 directors running Lazarin. Basically, rather than having one big muchacho bossman, they are 4.
4 directive?
4 directors, yeah. Don't know the names, so don't ask.
So you could say that they're like the aces of a deck.
Yeah, probably.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, they tend to run above board, or at least they pretend to. I don't need to tell you too much. Most people know about them, and most of the doc givens, they hearsay. They didn't actually do X, Y, and Z, or what have you.
But nobody knows who these aces are.
If I did, Ryder, you'd be the first person I would tell, and I would assume you'd stick to secrecy because, well, I've heard if their names get out, that person doesn't really get to spread the information, if you sort of catch my drift. They're sworn to secrecy.
I get you. Well, I appreciate it, Howdy.
He nods.
I will call you back in a little.
He grabs another one of the bones and starts gnawing on it. And says, I really should send you this recipe. It is really quite good.
It does look pretty good.
Like, he looks on the man's finger and he goes, "Ooh, got a nice little spice to it. I like it. It's really good. If you have a swing by, I can make it so."
Oh, sounds lovely. Thank
He
you.
smiles
Howdy.
widely at that.
I'm gonna hang up on him.
All right, as you do, he kind of gives you a quick wave, and he very much forcibly sent you the recipe.
I'm gonna call
Nice.
what's his face?
Teve?
Yes, Steve.
Okay. You are on hold for but a moment. Smooth music plays, and rather than him popping up on screen, you basically just get an outline of a person. He might be busy or something, but this is indeed Teve, and you just hear, "Yes,
I need to speak to Steve.
Speaking, what can I do for you, Ryder?
So I have a quick question for you.
Go on.
By the way, no one can hear this conversation. What do you know about the Lazarin Corporation?
I know that you don't.
Predominantly, the four guys in charge.
there's a very long pause. You can hear him sort of shifting about with a few things, and you can tell that his camera was off. He turns it on, and you can tell he was in the middle of a potential meeting with someone, and he sends them off, turns to you, closes some windows, and it looked like he was eating as well. He pushes the food off to the side, says,
I'm sorry. What?
I said, what do you know about the four aces in charge of the Lazarin Corporation?
as Teve does not have a face, it's difficult to tell what expression he's making, but his tone doesn't seem all too happy.
If you prefer to keep your head where it is, Ryder, you shouldn't go around asking questions such as that.
Well, as you do remember, last time I saw you, people were looking for me. So I might be in a little bit of a situation with the old L gang. So, just thought I'd do the whole, galaxy a favor and, kind of ixnay on the taking out the four horsemen of stupidness. And, I don't know, a little bit of information could always be nice. And, I know if that does happen, that, the cards are, shredded per se, I know it'll be, a nice little weight lifted off your metaphorical back.
As he takes something, you see him nod as he's weighing everything, and then he says,
Well, I'm sure as you'll remember, they did decide to both threaten you and I recently. So yes, removing the sword above my head would be most beneficial. But unfortunately, I don't have the information you seek, Ryder. But I do have one thing. And my tell. Could be a shot in the dark, which, well, rumor has it that very, very few folk actually know the full directors in charge of the Lazarin Corporation, but someone recently did leak that apparently they lost a little something that has information on it.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you're able to find this something, however long shot it might be, that might be what you're looking for.
You're saying the device that was stolen from them might have the information on the four aces?
Indeed. I'll put it this way, someone came by, apparently there was a data leak, Ryder. And, well, they'd like the person that leaked this data removed, along with the data itself, of course.
Gotcha.
High price item.
Oh, I bet. I bet whoever has this item has a pretty big bounty on their head. They might actually send people after them. I don't know. Sounds pretty dangerous.
I mean, that is the idea. If you find this individual, the bounty plays quite well.
Oh, so you have the bounty for a mysterious person with said device.
Yes, that was part of getting them off my back. If I'm able to find it, they'll leave, well, me alone.
Gotcha. Well, if I happen to find this said whatever thing, I'll let you know. If you want to send me that information over so I know a little bit.
Of course, no more than I've told you just now, but might help a little.
Well, just so I have the contract so everything's official.
He waves one of his tentacles and your dash lights up and he sent you the information.
All right, well, I will talk to you later, Teeve.
He nods again and kills the feed as he's turning around.
Over the intercom of the ship, you're going to hear, "Will all crew members please report to Ryder's office?" That's all crew members. Please report to Ryder's office.
Does that include Ball?
All for Gigi, Aldris, and Nara. Maybe Meek.
And I'm bringing Liam in tow. Liam's part of this crew.
Liam can come.
On the way, Captain.
All right, as you all enter Ryder's office, Meek is following Aldris, and Ghost is attempting to roll into the room.
Oh, I'll pick him up.
Excellent.
Kabuto, soundproof room.
Everything seals, and you know that you're set.
All right, so I made some calls. Homeboy, howdy, don't know anything, but I did learn that the Lazarin Corporation is run by 4 heads instead of 1. I'm calling them the Aces because I think it's a cool nickname. Anyways, plan is take out the 4 Aces. Lazarin Corporation is dunsies. Anyways, so then I call our boy Teeve, and then he said that he doesn't know much, but there's a bounty on whoever stole a device from them. I don't know, a tablet. I don't know if that sounds familiar, but us. Anyways, so I took the contract just so, he doesn't be suspicious about us. But he did say, and here's looking at you, Nara, because you can help with this. He said that we can figure out possibly who the 4 Aces are off of the tablet, so we can possibly figure out who they are, and then once we do that, then we can go hunt them, take them out, and then we'll have the Lazarin Corporation off of our back, because then we'll dismantle them.
That sounds good to me.
And then plus we'll destroy a big cartel of the galaxy and make everyone's lives a little bit easier.
Gonna
Only
put
a
a
little bit,
lot
though.
of heat on us, though.
Well, yeah, but if we take out these Aces, we'll have less heat because they'll be gone.
Theoretically, yes.
Because I don't really think they're going to want to mess with us after their 4 leaders are ixnayed.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, Nara, I know you want to hack into a little gooby ball, but if you can find one of the Aces, so we can start going there, and then you can go back on developing something with goober ball thing. That'd be dope.
Is that a direct order
Senor.
from my captain?
Si, senorita.
Okay.
I'm voting for the goober ball because we could add it to Kabuto's self-defenses.
I would say that, but from a mysterious godlike figure that said it might take a really long time to do that, I think if we get the name
I would
of
know
one
it'd
of the
take a long
Aces while we're going to hunt that person, then you can still be working on that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Serious godlike
Let's just
figure,
get getting. Let's get getting. I got stuff to do. Let's get getting.
All right, everyone, hands in.
Hands in.
Kabuto on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Kabuto!
You guys
break.
noticed that a small metal hand also popped out of the wall to join you guys. All right. Before we pause, what was the first thing you guys were planning on doing going forward?
Having Nara hack the iPad again to find out one of the Aces of Lazarin Corporation.
Cool.
Mhm.
I can technically tell you that right now if you'd like, then we can pause there. As I mentioned,
yeah,
all you have to do is
Give me the info.
all you have to do is ask it, and it will give you the information.
Who are one of the 4 Aces?
You just want one, or you want all 4?
All 4.
I can get all 4?
course.
Give 'em.
I guess all
It's
4.
safer.
You can
Hand
literally
him
ask.
over.
Okay. You have to indeed go to the the Faraday cage. I assume everyone's joining.
Yeah.
You enter the now semi-crowded Faraday cage as everyone kind of shuffles from Ryder's office to that location. The goo ball is sort of dancing in the corner, watching you guys, and kind of doing its thing. Assumingly watching? I don't know. It's weird. Regardless. You ask who are the 4 directors of the Lazarin Corporation?
Yeah.
And as you do, it pauses for a brief moment. As you can tell, it's cycling through the data. And much like when you asked about the Weavers, the gray aliens, another warning pops up. Except this one looks like it is locked upside down quite a bit tighter. And it asks, are you certain you wish to access this information?
I'm going to spam press yes.
I'm going to assume there's nothing else we want to ask it.
Hey, Gigi,
Yeah?
I think you should prepare to blast away real fast. Yeah.
All right. I'll head back up to the helm.
just so that we get the information and then zoom.
And skedaddle.
All right. The room is bathed.
Oh, wait. Are we right outside of letting Ball off?
Up to you.
Oh, I thought we already let him out.
I guess I'll say we did. In which case, backtrack just a little. As we're letting Ball out, I'm going to say, hey, Ball, if you ever need me, ring this beeper. I'll give him my ID number.
All right.
Not the beeper.
With that, he takes your information, Georgiana. He gives you all a quick bow, as he has seen it multiple times, and says,
It was a pleasure. I appreciate the help.
And
Absolutely. What else are friends for?
as he's walking away, you say that, he pauses, and then just continues walking.
I'm roping this good guy thing in.
And then fast forwarding to you rushing to the helm, Nara and all of you asking who the 4 directors are. You say, yes, I would like to know this information. The room is bathed in a red light, and this hard light cube is projected from the data pad. It spins to the left and spins to the right, and then you can see it begin to sort of chip away. And it says, the information for the 4 directors of the Lesrin Corporation is a heavily guarded secret. They are aware of each other. There is potentially 1 or 2 other people that are aware of the 4 directors. This secrecy has led to the prosperity of the Lesrin Corporation. Their names are, the red cube in the center slowly types them out for you, and as they do, the red cube is basically peeled away, if you will, to get a pretty accurate representation of these individuals. It's not perfect, but you can tell their likeness. So the first one is named Wiley, somewhat of an older gentleman. He has sort of a twirly-ish mustache, and he looks like he is indeed balding. Ahiru they're basically like 3 floating vertical eyes in a like half crescent loop.
His head is just 3 floating eyes?
Yeah. They're sort of floating like within this half crescent of flesh looking thing. They're kind of gravitating inside of it. It's very stylized. It looks very much like an old painting, if anything.
I got you.
Yeah. And then Riante is a person that is heavily scarred. You're not sure if this person has been through various strife or pissed off the wrong person, but all the same. And then the last name, Olin, looks precisely like the person you guys rescued from Ball's planet.
Oh, dear God.
Oh.
And we'll go ahead and pause that.
Wait a second. Run that one back real quick for me.
And we'll go ahead and pause there.
What? I don't like this.
Man.
I saved Olin, and this how he repays me, giving me money. He said I was a good guy.
God.
And after that goes out, almost instantly, Georgiana, you receive a notice that it's time to go from the Kabuto. Something has tracked us.
Zoom away.
All right. And as you zoom off into the stars.
What did you say
Okay.
Olin looked like again?
He was a middle-aged man, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a middle-aged individual who has a pretty stocky build. Not fat, he's just he's thick, though. He's about your height, Ryder, maybe a little shorter. I'd say a body type, imagine. Oh, God. What the hell was the teacher's name in Brotherhood? Her
Oh,
husband?
God.
Izumi Curtis's husband. What's his name? Sig Curtis?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember her name, to be honest.
I didn't either.
I just typed in...
Oh, I see him.
Yeah, so he similar to Sig, but Sig is like huge like, in terms of height, but he looks similar to Sig.
Okay. Wow.
He a thick boy.
Isn't this an interesting situation?
All right, well, on that note, I'm going to head out.
Sounds good.
Later.
See y'all next
Bye.
time.